down the road. Literally.
It's a very good location, and I always, kind of wondered about it because I'd driven by and I'd seen the sign, but I'd never taken the time to stop in. And I thought how nice it would be to be able to walk down and visit with us living so close, to be able to walk down and pick our son up and then walk back home with him.
I would say that he's grown emotionally, personally. He's friendlier. He's around a lot more kids than he was in the previous, quote unquote daycare that we were in. So he's been learning a lot more interaction with other kids.
He just enjoys coming in and being around the other children and the teachers, and he really loves it. I think he loves the social interaction because he wasn't getting as much of that before he started coming to Inspire. And so he really looks forward to it. Before he didn't seem, everything before used to be, Mama, do it. And I mean, he's still like that to a certain degree, but I mean, it was to the point that he wanted me to every single little thing. So it was nice to see that, he'd wake up, gonna go to preschool, and he would be excited about coming to preschool. And then there were things, maybe I go to do it, and no, I do it, Mama, I do it. And he would want to do it himself, and then, then you're glad.
He asks to come here on Saturdays and Sundays.
He does.
It's like, I wish they were open 7 days a week.
I think singing songs, because a lot of times he comes home and you catch him singing parts of nursery rhymes. So he really enjoys singing songs. And you took the time, you met with us, you talked with us, and you let us know that it was okay for him to be at this stage where he's at now. Because remember, I was concerned, what if he's not, keeping up? And especially with us only having one child, we don't always know the differences, with the other children.
I would say, really, it helps with the first-time parents. The first-time parents, we don't know anything about how to care for a child, so we don't know where they're supposed to be at different levels, because we don't remember that when we were that little. So it helps.
But I remember how nervous I was that first day. He wasn't nervous, but I was a wreck. And remember, I brought him, and then I came back and you said that I could peek in, and I peeked in, and he was sitting with all of the other children, and he was fine, and he was, listening very intently to what the teacher was saying. I remember she was reading a storybook, the alphabet and everything was on the wall, and he was really transfixed by it, and he really liked it, and he enjoyed it. Then when we had the one day he was sick and we had to keep him home, that the next day we brought him back. And then in the morning, I pulled up and he says, "Thank you, Mama." And I said, "For what?" And he's like, "For preschool." And he was he was happy, that I brought him back. So, because I kept him home the one day because he was sick, but then when I brought him back, he was just so happy to be able to come back. So then I knew at that point for sure that we'd made a very good decision in choosing this facility,
No.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I definitely would. 100%.